that we are inbound for a supply shock here in the near future. Got a bunch of things here on the horizon. Everything for the domino theory is right here on the precipice of playing out. Some people do think that we need permission dexes, before we actually get price appreciation. That's possible. I still am very confident that we're going to see price appreciation before the Clarity Act. We did get the government shutdown, kicked. So the Trump did sign the funding bill for the government after they passed it through the House and the Senate. So that's no longer a concern here. And they should be able to move forward with regulation around the Clarity Act before midterms. That would be the goal. There's been a few different people that have talked about, kind of before April or late March, which again kind of coincides with the midterms. You would want to get it done before then. And I think that XRP will appreciate before the Clarity Act is passed. So if you think it's going to get passed in the next 30 to 45 days, that should also tell you something about what I think is going to happen with XRP. Pretty confident on that we're going to see price appreciation before the Clarity Act goes through. Oh, my wonderful wife with the tea. Thank you. So all that being said, you've got the price falling though, right? We've had a lot of people start to onboard with DWP here recently that I think, were waiting to buy larger amounts of XRP. It's been difficult, if you were buying XRP over the last 12 months and you didn't have as much dry powder, it would have been difficult to get to 50,000 XRP. But with the price where it's at, it's a lot more attainable for a lot more folks. So I've seen people, we've seen a pretty good inflow here recently of people that have acquired more XRP in order to be able to work with Digital Wealth Partners and hold their assets there at Anchorage. We have some really cool products coming to market that I'm excited to talk to you guys about in the near future, that I think are going to address a lot of people's concerns with the fees there at Anchorage, which is a very valid concern, right? Like, you want all the benefits, you want the custody, you want the insurance and all of the assurances and benefits that provides, but there's a cost associated with it. And if you have a way to be able to make sure that that cost is taken care of, then it makes a lot more sense. So especially for people that have a little bit less than like $5 million worth of XRP, they're pretty apprehensive. They're like, hey, it's pretty expensive to move stuff over here if we're not making money on it. And those people can participate in the fund products that we have because they would be accredited. But those are also on a quarterly basis on the payout. The products that we're going to be bringing to market in